VC, because this week on NBA 2K TV, it's an interactive special. Plus, some first looks at 2K21 Next Gen, my team updates, and your top plays.
Coming right up, the Hawks taking on the 76ers. It's time for the NBA. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thanks.
David, he is showing that maturity. Thanks for that report. Look at the 76ers starting group. The tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. And for the Hawks, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young and Herter make up the backcourt, and it's Capella in at the center position. Now, here's Richardson. And there's the call on Kevin Herter. That's his first foul. Now, the outcome tonight, Greg, could come down to the big man up front.
You know, versatility will be key. The front court that can be physical but also pass it, stretch the floor, will likely be the victor.
Simmons putting his outstanding athleticism to use on that drive. A remarkable penetrator who knows exactly how to carve up the defense.
Now the 76ers with it. Now Richardson.
Boy, that's finishing the defense there. He made a good effort on that possession defensively and then closed it out with the rebound.
Young finds Collins. Young outside. Misses the 3. An even 3-on-3 break. Back to Harris. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Passes it to Embiid, to the middle. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Richardson outside, kicks it to Simmons. Clock at 6. Back to Richardson. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. And Greg, Josh Richardson's a terrific ball handler out on the wing who can create for others.
Richardson gets a lot of assists per game at that wing position, not just looking to finish plays, but also to create for others. Very well-rounded threat on the offensive end, and that gives this team another dimension in terms of playmaking.
Young, Simmons trying to get open. Young's shot is good.
And the work ethic coming into play there. Yeah, I like how Young can just focus on the task at hand.
Here's Richardson, and good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
Easy little jumper for him right there, guys.
Herter passes to Capella. Embiid comes with a double team. Hunter with it. Fires the 3. That one's rebounded by Embiid.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time. No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession. For the Hawks, Jones checked in for Clint Capella. Reddish comes in for DeAndre Hunter. And it's Bembry in for Kevin Herter. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. And the pass to Embiid. Back to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
You know, for a big guy, Joel Embiid's floor awareness is pretty impressive. He does a pretty good job of finding open guys.
Now, here is Young. From deep three-point range, the Hawks again can't hit. And the call will be against Damian Jones. That's his first foul. So for the Hawks, Wayne Dedmon comes in for Collins. And it's Teague in for Young. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Mike Scott's checked in for Horford. Korkmaz comes in for Harris. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Josh Richardson. And Alec Burks subbed in for Ben Simmons. To the right side. And Reddish with the slam.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam, because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and one foot.
That one is good from Joel Embiid.
The mid-range J from Embiid getting better and better.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Shots good by Dedmon.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here's Thibault. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Embiid kicks to Thibault. A three-pointer off the mark. The Hawks trailing. Here's Bembry, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
And he wasn't about to do anything that would get him in trouble there.
Nope, up and in with a one-hand finish, the most basic possible.
Yeah, he still made it look good.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. You know, Greg, we can all agree that Joel Embiid's a superstar in the league with this play, but you get the feeling he's the most criticized superstar in the league right now as well.
You know, pundits and fans have questioned his fitness, his fit, but at the end of the day, he does get it done, and the numbers speak for themselves. Embiid's an outspoken guy, which can invite a lot of criticism.
Now here's Teague. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Embiid.
And you know what I like most about Teague is his confidence. I mean, he's unflappable. He's cool and composed, and yet plays the game with a real fire.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Now here's Milton. Pass to Embiid. Releases. No good off the back of the rim.
No excuses, none. I mean, with the defense non-existent, I mean, he has to connect from there.
Got it up. Tie game in Atlanta. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And for the Hawks guys, what stands out to you stats-wise?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
Taking a look at the 76ers. Alec Burks is out there with Shake Milton. Then it's Mike Scott. Then it's Robinson. And it's Embiid in at the 5 down low. And it's Teague with the ball. He brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Trailing by 2.
And how about the awareness Hunter possesses? Understands when one of his guys has an opportunity.
Now here's Milton. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Here's Fernando. He feeds it to Dedmon. Teague the pass to Reddish. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Milton with it, and it's Reddish picking him up. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Look, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways. You can win a lot of different ways. But you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
Well, there's not much you can do about that, fellas. I mean, Harris is so good at remaining focused, concentrating on the basket, and sticking it to the defense.
Shot is good, and the 76ers lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Young. The 76ers have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter.
Excellent box out there, keeping himself between the man and the basket.
Here's Herter. They get it again. The kick out to Young. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Young's got the lead up to 2 now for Atlanta.
With this lead, they're playing confidently, showing a quick trigger from beyond.
Yeah, and perimeter shots, though, not really falling at a good clip here. So I think they may have to back out of that a bit and not settle for those jump shots.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now, here is Young. 8 points for him. That shot off. Good work defensively by Horford.
And you rarely see the vision and playmaking of Ben Simmons in someone that size. That you can put him up there with Magic, LeBron, and Penny Hardaway in terms of those taller playmakers.
Yeah, you're spot on there, Greg. I mean, he's unique, really unique and gifted in that regard. And with all great passers, there are a couple of things they do well. One is they see a play or two ahead. They anticipate and throw the ball where it should be going, anticipating that. And the other thing is the timing with which they make their passes. It's usually right at the right time, the opportune time for a teammate to score on the catch.
Simmons dishes to Horford. Pass to Richardson. Now here's Milton. Shot clock at 6. Harris outside. The three-pointer no good.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Right there, you see it. Young's ability to operate out of that pick and roll, very advanced for a player of his age.
In the corner, it's Harris. Here's Simmons. Horford trying to free himself up. And it's Simmons, that time on the assist from Harris.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
A nice shot by Young.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Here's Milton. Off target from outside. Inside, Collins. And finished off by Collins.
This is as easy as it gets for Collins. Once he establishes position, the defense is toast.
Here's Simmons. Makes it off the glass. Simmons got 4 points now in the quarter.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fair.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. They never put themselves in too much danger. That
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. Clint Capella is out there with John Collins. And it's Young in at the point. So that's the lineup for Atlanta.
Boy, he's got such outstanding vision for a big guy, and he's a willing passer. He knows the importance of keeping the ball moving.
Tries again. Capella, the pass to Herter. Back to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Now, here's Horford. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Richardson outside. Outside, Horford. Passes it to Embiid. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. And Simmons slams it in.
Well, you can't give up this kind of positioning, not to a guy like Simmons. I mean, all you're asking for is to get burned if you do.
And what a factor Ben Simmons is on the floor. Does so much for this team in every facet of the game. He's a triple-double threat whenever he suits up.
Now, here is Young. He's got 12. Collins. And Collins is right there. And the Hawks lead by 2.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Collins against Horford. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And sometimes people forget just how young Ben Simmons is, Greg. This is just the beginning for him.
I mean, and that's what fans are missing about Simmons, his age. I mean, you can worry about his shot, but he has a long time to figure it out. He could end up having a Jason Kidd type of a career where he becomes a solid shooter later on.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor.
When Teague drives, he's really good at baiting his defender into giving him path to the lane or committing the foul.
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. The 76ers trail by 4. There's the pass to Scott. Hit his foot. And the officials saying it was kicked. Hawks on D. To the paint. Here's Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
Well, you got to push Embiid out farther. I mean, when he's this close, he's focused on one thing, wrecking that rim.
Now here's Teague. And the foul on Alec Burks. That is his first foul of the game. And the Hawks with possession here. A 2-point game. Pass to Bembry. 5 on the clock. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Embiid.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
It's a solid blueprint. Embiid kicks to Thibault. Here's Korkmaz. And the 76ers get it back. Inside. There's the triple. Rebound by the Hawks. Dedmon's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game, and that's helped them stake this lead.
And it's the 76ers with the ball. After the basket by Atlanta. Pope loose. Here's Embiid. Dedmon with the block. And he recovers it. Back to Embiid. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Another miss by Philadelphia.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
For the finish, and the dunk by Embiid.
Boy, that's how you execute in transition, guys. Embiid realizing an opportunity and then jumping all over it.
Teague, the pass to Jones. Comes up empty down low.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
And the dunk by Embiid.
And Embiid has a really high basketball IQ, superb at recognizing when to leap for the alley-oop jam.
Here's Bembry after the made shot from Joel Embiid. Now here's Reddish. He's guarded closely. Feeds it to Jones. Nice D from Scott. And we've reached the end of the third. Hawks lead by 4. And coming up as soon as we return from break. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And so Simmons will bring it up for Philadelphia. Trailing by 4. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. Taking a look at the 76ers. Down low, it's Harris and Horford. In the backcourt, Simmons and Richardson. And it's Robinson in at the small forward. Jones the pass to Reddish. And Reddish with the slam.
Well, so often we see this, transition buckets off turnovers.
And we know turnovers are painful and costly. You get loose with the ball on one end and get punished on the other end.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Boy, Josh Richardson, really the kind of guy every team could use because he's got a well-balanced 3 and D game. He does a lot for his team, brings a lot of value to whoever he plays for.
A putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Hawks lead by 5.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Richardson the pass to Horford. Fast break, the Hawks. Teague with the ball. Outguarded by Simmons. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Guys, I really like how Teague attacks. I mean, he does a nice job getting inside the guts of the defense and really baiting them into fouling.
Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Shot on the wing. It's good. And the Hawks lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Richardson.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
I love that mid-range shot. It's definitely giving the defender something extra to think about.
A nice shot by Young.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there'll be more in store.
And the call will be against Jeff Teague. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Bruno Fernando. John Collins comes in for Damian Jones. DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for Reddish. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Jeff Teague. The 76ers also with the sub. Embiid's checked in, and Ben Simmons picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
Simmons against Young. Lets it go from deep. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
Hey, how about imagining if they were hitting their shots, how big the lead could be. But so far, that's not been the case.
And he gets it back. Huerter passes to Collins. Another shot. And finished off by Collins.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete.
No question about it. He's very comfortable in the air. Dunks like that, no problem for him.
That one goes in. And 12 points for Ben Simmons.
You know, what touch from the Australian native, Ben Simmons. I mean, he's so good at staying under control, even when facing physical contact.
Here's Young. True on the 14-footer. Young's got the lead up to 10 now for Atlanta.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
The three. That one doesn't go. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. Here's Harris. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, you look at Tobias Harris, and I really think attacking defenses is one of his strong suits.
And Harris drops them both. Atlanta leading by 8. Young looking around. And there's a whistle, and that's going to go on Simmons. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Reddish, he's checked in for Atlanta. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th.
And he missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check. And it was maybe a step out of his range.
Here's Richardson. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 3 assists in the game.
That time Richardson defaulted to the mid-range shot. We know he can shoot them from deep, but mixing in that mid-range, it'll keep the defense off balance.
And oh, that was close. He draws the foul. He'll shoot 2.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. Much better off making him go to the line.
Hawks making a switch here. Hunter's checked in.
Boy, did they need those free throws to go down. They're definitely within striking distance.
Young drives in, and he uses the glass on the layup. Young's got 7 now in this quarter.
Ice in his veins. Young excels at stepping to the plate and delivering in the clutch.
In the corner, Horford with it. Pass to Harris. Lets the 3 fly. No good that time. Atlanta with the ball. Young outside. 32 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. Here's Herder. No good with the triple. The critical possession right here.
Crowd on pins and needles, Kev.
Richardson against Collins. High post, Embiid. A 3 from Simmons. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Herder passes to Young. Lets it go from the wing. A shot missing. And so the Hawks take the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans. But in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and it's...
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
welcome to this very special episode of NBA 2K TV.
It's an interactive special brought to you by HBO Max.
So I hope you are all caught up on your basketball movie trivia because you're going to need it to earn some VC.
Let's jump right in. If you've watched Magic and Bird Courtship of Rivals, then you're gonna know the answer to these. What year did Larry Bird
And the player introductions are wrapped up. The start. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to DA, take it away.
Kevin, thanks.
Absolutely, DA. Thank you. Look at the 76ers starting group. The tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. And for the Raptors, Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. Lowry out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Ibaka in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Embiid, and the rejection by Ibaka. One-on-one fast break. And that one is stuffed right through.
OG Anunoby, because of his athletic ability, can be special in the open floor. Nice finish there.
And what a unique career Serge Ibaka has had. Some incredible totals for him over the course of his career.
That's right, Greg. I mean, I think people would be shocked to know Serge Ibaka was the first player ever to make 500 threes and have 1,500 blocks. Hard to imagine nobody had ever accomplished that feat. Give credit to Ibaka. He changed his offense and added the three ball. What's remarkable here is Fred VanVleet has evolved into such an excellent floor general. This guy has done a tremendous job becoming a legitimate threat as a shooter, a legitimate threat as a passer, and we know unequivocally he is unafraid on the game's biggest stage.
And Ibaka slams it in.
Boy, terrific penetration from the big man. Ibaka putting his athleticism to good use.
Oh, and the jam by Ben Simmons.
Yeah, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane jumping skills, he seizes.
VanVleet passes to Ibaka. Over Embiid. Kicks it out to VanVleet. From deep. Rebound by the 76ers.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Here's Richardson. The shot's good on the assist by Horford.
Al Horford is such a tremendous passer as a big man. Wow, does he get work done offensively.
VanVleet right side. And stolen by Richardson. Down low, here's Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Now here is Horford. After the miss from Serge Ibaka. Embiid, the pass to Richardson. 6 to shoot. They get it back. Embiid finds Horford. And it's denied. Sent back by Siakam. Simmons against Lowry. Now the pass to VanVleet. Up again. It's good on the putback.
I have always loved the intensity with which Serge Ibaka plays, especially on the glass. He understands how to use his length.
Now here is Harris. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Embiid with it. Horford dishes to Embiid. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. You know, Greg, you probably know as well as anyone, what was it like going up against the Bulls in the 90s?
You know, it's weird to say, but in a lot of ways, we were a lot like they were. Hall of Fame talent at the coach, a defensive-minded team, but the one difference was, you know, the Bulls had that guy that wore that number 22. I'd say that might have been the one difference.
Boy, he's at the cup, but that is tremendous defense. Prohibit the lay-in without fouling.
Toronto, they've gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. And it's Hollis Jefferson with the jam.
Well, to me, this is what Hollis Jefferson does very well. This guy, a phenomenal dunker with the ups he has.
Thibault on the wing, guarded by Powell. Thibault kicks to Burks.
To flush it with power.
Boucher finds Hollis Jefferson. Back to Boucher. Looking for Gasol. He gets it there. And the rejection by Embiid. There's Hollis Jefferson. Rebound by the 76ers.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
And Embiid gets it to go.
And showcasing that overwhelming strength. Embiid is so skilled at finishing over the aggressive defense.
Now, here's Boucher. No points in the game yet for him. And here they come. Outside, Scott. The dish to Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
Oof, what a scary sight. Joel Embiid with all that momentum taking it to the hoop, looking like a freight train.
Davis. Burks pulls it in.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Thibault can't get it to go. And so the first quarter is in the books. 76ers lead by 4. We'll be back shortly. Pascal Siakam before the game tonight shared his thoughts, reminiscing about his championship year.
It was always a team, and I think we don't look at one.
And Greg, that's how Siakam plays the game himself.
Versatile, very unselfish, and a franchise player in the making.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. What stands out to you guys from the 76ers in this one?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
Davis is out there with Powell. Then there's Chris Boucher. And it's Marc Gasol. And it's Hollis Jefferson in at the small forward. That's the group for Toronto to start the second quarter. Passes it to Burks. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession.
Active hands from him as he's able to deflect that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
Kyle Lowry, he's checked in for Toronto. Al Horford's checked in for the 76ers. Harris comes in for Mike Scott. Outside Lowry. Pass to Powell. Puts it up from 12. No good on the shot. Now the 76ers take it the other way. Harris kicks to Burks. Another miss by Philadelphia. And stolen by Horford. Harris passes to Robinson. Powell with the steal. Fast break Toronto.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands.
And Doris, with Rondé Hollis Jefferson, it's more than just stats. The guy is just so active when he's on the floor.
That's right, Greg. It's the hustle and the movement he plays with that are really the strengths. Only 6'6", but it feels like he can play above that size. Great energy guy to bring off the bench. And if you need him because of injuries or fill-in spots, he can start and be productive.
And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And Toronto will go for a different look here. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Gasol. Pascal Siakam comes in for Rondé Hollis Jefferson. Anunoby, he's checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Davis. Then for the 76ers, Richardson comes in for Shake Milton. And Simmons subbed in for Alec Burks. 76ers have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Pass to Robinson. The 17-footer. Rebound by the Raptors. Ibaka's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's VanVleet. Rejected by Harris.
and using his long arms there to his advantage. Opponents got to be mindful of Harris's defensive capabilities. Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Count that one from Van Vliet.
Van Vliet has proven more than capable as a legitimate three-point threat. Knocks down the jump shot there.
Back to Anunoby. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by the 76ers.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Harris finds Simmons. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Richardson against Van Vliet. Here's Horford, and a dunk by Horford.
Well, what a pleasure to watch Al Horford go to work. Does all the right things, and that time gets an easy dunk.
And stolen by Richardson. Oh, and here we go with Simmons. Nobody back. And Simmons slams it in.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
Richardson against Ibaka. 1:02 left in the first half. Richardson, no luck.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Lowry kicks to Anunoby. Van Vliet wide open. Drains the three-pointer. Van Vliet's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Raptors.
Well, because of his high basketball IQ, Fred Van Vliet understands catch and shoot, I'm shot ready, jumper in.
Harris's shot is off.
Well, you simply have to shake that one off, right? You can't let that kind of missed opportunity bother you.
Van Vliet can't get it to go.
Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge.
Toronto's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. To the inside. And Siakam with the basket on the assist from Van Vliet. Now it's a 4-point Raptor lead. The drive by Simmons. Makes it off the glass. Simmons got 8 points.
They can't shake Simmons. He is very used to getting hit. Even with contact, he can finish strong. And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And a close game so far through the first.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the first quarter for the Raptors was fairly even. They never put themselves in too much danger. 4 points was the most and that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Fred Van Vliet really making a difference here.
Yeah, I don't know if there's anything that the league can do to slow him down. He's just that good.
Well, perhaps the most impressive thing has been his incredible consistency. This guy is a great player who always brings a ton of energy. What a great half.
And so in the game for the 76ers, the tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. Here's Van Vliet. Rebound by Joel Embiid. Embiid's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Siakam. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile one block.
And that's what a team needs when they're trailing. Energy on D.
Here's Simmons. Good. And Harris gets the assist. And that's 10 points for Ben Simmons. Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides and with.
You know, it's a great call, and there were a ton of them. A few guys there were. So Gary Payton, I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and have known him. We used to go at it in high school, and it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice on the court. That's what fed his confidence. Charles Oakley, another guy, he would run through a wall or through you to win a game. And then Scottie Pippen later in my career, just a winner and somebody who I competed against for many years, but then having the opportunity to play with up close, I got a greater appreciation for his skill set.
6 on the shot clock. The basket counts, and here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing that that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Here's Korkmaz, guarded by Powell. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Now, I'll bet even they didn't think the pick would work that well.
No. And they get the major league dunk out of it, too.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
It's just too good.
Yeah, guys, you really can't say enough about Simmons. Bouncing off defenders like it's nothing on his way to the basket.
And stolen by Thibault. And now Philadelphia on the break. Embiid leading the charge. And Simmons slams it in.
And that's how you do it, guys. Ball pressure and then get some runouts.
Powell, the pass to Boucher. Back to Powell. Gasol kicks to Van Vliet. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The 76ers trail by 4.
And Korkmaz, the Turkish guard, taken at the end of the first round in 2016. Spent a year overseas before joining the NBA and didn't play much early on. But last season he showed he's a starting caliber player.
Back to Powell. Shot clock at 5. Davis in the corner. The Raptors need to get a shot off. Van Vliet. And that one goes long.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Now with Korkmaz standing 6'7", Greg, there's a lot to like.
And his size can be a huge advantage in certain matchups, Kevin. Great wingspan also lets him grab a fair amount of steals. Has worked hard to get where he is and still showing room to grow.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
Embiid, the pass to Scott. Simmons inside. Covered by Van Vliet. And good that time. Simmons got 8 points here in this quarter. And here's Gasol. He'll bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. The lead is 2. And there's the call on Matisse Thybulle. That is his first foul of the game. Andre Hollis-Jefferson, he's checked in for Toronto. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Burks comes in for Ben Simmons. Here's Embiid, and the dunk by Embiid.
And remember now, Embiid lost 20 pounds during the summer of 19. There, looking light on his feet in transition.
Hollis-Jefferson kicks to Davis. Hollis-Jefferson passes to Boucher. Davis against Burks. The 76ers have gotten 8 of their 11 shots to drop since the break. A great third quarter for them offensively. Thybulle trying to get open. They now take the lead.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Korkmaz. The pass to Milton. Back to Korkmaz. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Korkmaz has got 6.
And now this game's taken on a whole new feel since halftime.
What energy we're seeing. Something has lit a fire under both of these teams.
Gasol passes to Boucher. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. Six seconds left to play here in the third. From deep three-point range, and no good on the last second attempt this time.
How about the fast hands and lateral quickness of Norman Powell to get...
And so it's Ben Simmons making highlights for Philadelphia. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. Monday Hollis Jefferson out there with Lowry, and it's Anunoby in at the small forward position. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for the 76ers. Here's Richardson, and a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Richardson's got the lead up to 8 now for Philadelphia. Here's Lowry, basket good.
If you allow Kyle Lowry a head of steam, it is very difficult to stay in front of him. No stopping him on that drive.
Embiid wide open. Misses the 3. Here's Toronto now. Here's Hollis Jefferson, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
That free throw good from Hollis Jefferson.
Well, the former Arizona Wildcat, Hollis Jefferson, right? He's a superb athlete, just oozing with potential.
Philadelphia leading by 4. Hilton the pass to Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. And stolen by Harris. Richardson outside. High post shot. Again, Philadelphia.
He is too good a mid-range shooter to leave him that open.
We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. There's Hollis Jefferson, and it's Hollis Jefferson with the jam.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
To the middle, here's Horford, and the dunk by Horford.
Well, efficiency of movement makes Al Horford successful. Gets room to shoot in these sets.
Hollis Jefferson with it, working on Horford. The putback, and Philadelphia grabs the miss. Now the 76ers on the break. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And it's a 10-point Philadelphia lead.
I really like the way he's playing in this half. He looks so much more aggressive and confident.
And it's Lowry penetrating. Anunoby has the open look. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry.
Wow, what an easy look Kyle Lowry creates for his teammates. One of the best setup men in the entire league.
Harris kicks to Richardson. Takes a shot at the elbow, and the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
He dishes it to Horford, and the dunk by Horford.
And this is what we've come to expect from this guy, right? Not only making a ton of shots, but being efficient while doing so.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
The 76ers leading by 9. At the elbow, Horford. Passes it to Milton. 1:39 left to play in the final quarter. An easy 2 points on the layup. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. And fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
Back to Harris. Clock at 4. Horford the pass to Milton. And that one hits back iron. Toronto, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the 4th.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Harris dishes to Richardson. High post, Embiid. Over Lowry. Embiid, no good. And the Raptors call time here. They're down by 11. 24 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Ben Simmons.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
He silenced this crowd with an unreal display. His ability to drown out the noise and the hostility of an opposing crowd is pretty special. Pass to Korkmaz. This one for 3. It doesn't go for him. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
In which of these years was Magic Johnson named Finals MVP?
So many great choices. Was it 1980, 1985, 1988, or 1989?
I know you're going to know the answer to this.
Yes. So many great choices. Lakers Celtics in the 80s were
A shot of the Celtics coming down the tunnel. They're not messing around. They're ready to get to work here at home. A terrific evening look at Old Town there. We are near.
Hey, Kevin.
It sure has. Thanks, DA. Look at the 76ers starting group. The tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. And for the Celtics, Brown and Hayward, they're the wings. Jason Tatum is out there with Daniel Tice. And it's Walker in at the 1 spot. Now here's Embiid. Simmons passes to Harris. Here's Richardson. No good on that one. Now Boston takes it the other way.
And when talking about Tatum, it's hard not to think back to 2017 when Danny Ainge traded back to 3, essentially choosing him over Markelle Fultz.
Yeah, and now Fultz is starting to pick it up a little bit, though. He's watching. He's going to be dynamic. But you're right. Certain deals can define a franchise. And Ainge, he's unafraid to take chances.
Walker with a clean look. Those 3-pointers off the mark.
Defensive breakdown. And they can't capitalize. He'll hit that shot almost every time.
Now here's Richardson. Fires top of the key. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And he seems to have a sense for where misses are going. Embiid, so fantastic at getting ideal positioning on the glass.
Now here's Walker. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Richardson against Brown. Richardson the pass to Embiid. Back to Richardson. And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That's his first foul. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Simmons with it. Picked up by Brown. And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That'll be his second foul of the game. Marcus Smart's checked in for the Celtics. Simmons finds Horford. 76ers moving the ball around. 2 points. That one goes.
Making good decisions in screen and roll. I mean, we saw that from Richardson at Tennessee, and he's been showing it ever since he's entered the league.
Outside, Walker. They double-team Walker. Outside, Tatum. From outside, off the mark. For Philadelphia, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. And here's Richardson outside, and Tatum pulls it down.
This quarter has been hit or miss for him. Mostly miss.
And that one is good.
Refusing to let the defender alter his shot. Tatum's focus and drive, it's what helps him finish hard shots.
To the inside, and so the ball is out of bounds. Richardson touched it last.
Not a great play on either end. Bad delivery and way too late to react on the catch.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Cantor comes in for Daniel Tice. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Walker. Here's Wanamaker. Offside Tatum. And slam dunk by Tatum.
He covers a lot of ground with impressive long strides. Tatum excels at driving to the rack.
And the foul on Marcus Smart. That is his first foul of the game. Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And You know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific play.
3 terrific kicks. You're right.
You know, some scouts thought Tatum had tunnel vision, looking only for his own shot, but he's more about team.
To the wing on the left. Horford kicks to Thibault. And stolen by Tatum. Here's Wanamaker. Guarded by Simmons. Outside Tatum. Smart passes to Wanamaker. 6 to shoot. He's looking for Williams and finds him. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. No good from Simmons.
Look, they say there are no easy finishes in the NBA, but that should be.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And not only is Smart one of the best defenders in the league, Greg, he's also one of the most versatile players in the NBA.
Yeah, when you talk about players who can guard 1 through 5, it's usually referring to Kawhi, PG-13, or Giannis. But Smart at 6'4" has the strength, the anticipation, and the toughness to hold his own against anyone. It's remarkable.
Williams, he's checked in for Cantor. Now, here is Robinson. They grab their own miss, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Tatum with it. Robinson picks him up. Boston again missing. The 76ers trail by 6. They could use a bucket. Rebound by Williams. Here's Tatum, and slam dunk by Tatum.
Wow, I'm more impressed by Tatum every time I watch him. That's a veteran.
Here's Embiid, and he gets the bucket.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Outside Tatum. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's Boston, with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. And we'll be back with you shortly. And chatting earlier with Ben Simmons, he addressed this.
For me, it comes with.
And with social media now, Greg, blocking out the noise has become for these players even harder.
I mean, truth is, people like to criticize others. We should be celebrating what Simmons has accomplished at a very young age.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And the Celtics, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, they really got after it. I mean, they made life extremely difficult for the shooters, which is why they hold this lead.
We've got Brown. Williams is out there with Williams. And there's Kemba Walker. And it's Wanamaker in at the 2 spot. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics.
Superb focus from the big man. Embiid, I mean, you really have to whack to prevent the bucket.
Daniel Tice is checked in for Boston. Hayward comes in for Brad Wanamaker. And it's Walker penetrating. Here's Williams. No good. Good D by Embiid. The 76ers trail by 5. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by Tice.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Brown finds Hayward. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. And the foul on Alec Burks. That's his first foul. Josh Richardson's checked in for Alec Burks. Walker taking his time here. Pass to Brown. Boston needs to get off a shot. Tice. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
They are just killing them on the interior.
A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Richardson against Walker. Richardson dishes to Embiid. Hilton the pass to Scott. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now here's Embiid. After Jaylen Brown's miss, count the basket. Embiid's got 5 points now this quarter.
Oh, it's hard to compete with a 7-footer rolling inside. Embiid is intimidating on the drive.
Walker against Richardson. Now here's Walker. Tight defense on him. Good D by Embiid.
I love to see the defense exhibit some passion in protecting the rim right there.
And it's crazy to think how soft a touch Embiid has on his shot. The league rarely sees a guy with his size have such a rhythmic form shooting.
Yeah, and Embiid has always been comfortable shooting outside. Not the best percentages from deep, but enough to keep defenders honest. His touch shows up most when he goes into his post-fade plays.
Boston making a switch here. Cantor's checked in. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Al Horford's checked in for Embiid. Tobias Harris comes in for Scott. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Korkmaz. And it's Ben Simmons in for Shake Milton.
Well, look at Walker's percentages from beyond the arc. I mean, tremendous improvement over the last few years.
Horford kicks to Harris. Pass to Thybulle. And here is Horford. At the elbow, it's Harris. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And a new group in for the Celtics. Williams, he's checked in for Daniel Tice. Tatum comes in for Gordon Hayward. Marcus Smart's checked in for Jaylen Brown. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Kemba Walker. Glenn Robinson, the third, is checked in for the 76ers. Here's Wanamaker. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him.
Oh, that's not the kind of interior defense you want. Way too slow to protect the rim.
Simmons passes to Horford. And it's blocked.
We don't talk much about his defense. I mean, Cantor has been much maligned for his work at that end. He's been making a better effort.
Smart, wide open, he fires. And again, Boston with the triple.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
And Harris wide open. He shoots. Another miss by Philadelphia. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. Smart passes to Wanamaker. Tatum with it. Guarded by Harris. Tatum down low. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. 35 seconds left to play here in the half. Here's Robinson. Good. And Harris gets the assist.
Did you see the no-look pass by Harris right there? I mean, he's a wing that knows how to move the ball.
Here's Wanamaker. Ball's knocked loose. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. There's 18 seconds left in the first half of the game. And it goes out of bounds. That went off Robinson. Just 5 to shoot. Horford against Cantor. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That's his third foul of the game. 6 seconds left now here in the second. Here's Simmons. Good on the bucket.
I mean, at almost 7 feet tall, Simmons is hard to contain. The defense has to push him farther away.
And so it's the Boston Celtics. All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith. Out in front of the half is Boston. They've got the 7-point lead. And Shaq, what are your thoughts? And
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Joel Embiid has been sensational.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
So on the floor for Philadelphia, the tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid.
And everyone wants Simmons to add a consistent outside jump shot. But while that's a work in progress, he does just fine at the rim. An incredibly adept finisher up close.
And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And so here is Philadelphia. Pass to Simmons. Horford. Great positioning on the putback.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Outside, Walker. And the call will be against Al Horford. That is his first foul of the game.
And C-Webb, as you said with Simmons, when he's going at the rim, he's as good as it gets.
Oh, yeah, G.A. Great blend of size, speed, and strength. He controls his body to create space. He can lay it up from unorthodox angles with ease.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Daniel Tice. That'll be his second foul of the game. And so Horford will bring it up for Philadelphia. It's a 5-point game. Simmons passes to Horford. It's stolen by Tice. Here's Tatum. Lays it up and banks it in. Tatum's got 8 points.
I mean, you see the strength of Tatum already. Broad shoulders. Able to make shots through contact.
Got a hand on it. Now the fast break. Tatum with the ball. Good work defensively by Richardson. The 76ers trail by 7. Here's Embiid. Finished off the break. 11 points in the game.
What a finisher Embiid is. He's a pro at not letting the defense dictate to him.
Tatum, no stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. That one on Horford.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Robert Williams, he's checked in for the Celtics. And then for Philadelphia, Scotty's checked in for Horford. Korkmaz comes in for Harris. And it's Shake Milton in for Simmons. Boston leading by 8. Floats it up for Williams. And finished off by Williams. You and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams, the end players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays, there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in the team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right.
Hard work on the boards, a lot of competition for that one, but he's got the limp to be the first one, too.
And Kemba Walker is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Enes Kanter's checked in for Tatum. Marcus Smart comes in for Gordon Hayward. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Kemba Walker. Then for the 76ers, Robinson's checked in for Scott. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Shake Milton. And Alec Burks subbed in for Richardson.
Yeah, hard trying to keep Williams off the boards. He makes it a mission to keep possessions alive.
Celtics leading by 10. Smart goes in. Brown finds Smart. Here's Wanamaker. Celtics passing it around. Kanter, the pass to Williams. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Wanamaker. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Wanamaker's got the lead up to 12 now for Boston. There's 1:17 left in the third quarter, and the call will be against Brad Wanamaker. That's his first foul. The 76ers making a switch here. Horford's checked in, taken away by Williams. And the foul on Glenn Robinson. That is his first foul of the game. .112 left to play in the third. Brown the pass to Williams. Celtics have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3. That's good from Williams.
And on top of the talent,
that's good from Williams on the assist by Canada. Williams has got 8 points in the quarter.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
That's number 5 on it. No room for error anymore. I bet they'll take it at him right now and try to get him out the game.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Daniel Tice is checked in for Williams. Both good from the line that time.
Oh, not many players with a more steady hand at the free throw line than this fella.
Celtics leading by 14. 50 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. And the call will be against Harris. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Talk about an unsung hero, Daniel Tice. Last offseason, he agreed to a 2-year deal with the Celtics worth $10 million. Just another great signing by Danny Ainge.
Walker's checked in for Brad Wanamaker. The pass to Burks. Inside, and the dunk by Horford.
Oh, look at the big fella Al get up. Given his size, dunking is basically second nature.
Walker in the post. Burks covering, and Tice gets it to go.
No basket feels better than a putback. Love getting rewarded for grinding it out on the glass.
It's stolen by Tice. And Walker with a clear path to the hoop. Finished off the break. Walker's got 9.
And what a half for this offense. If they can stay this hot, a great chance to extend this lead.
And that one drops for him.
And that's almost automatic anytime he can get the ball in that position.
Walker against Burks. Walker's shot is off. Here's Thibault. The shot's good on the assist by Horford.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Celtics out in front. They lead by 14. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Walker and Smart, the guards. Brown, the small forward, with Tatum holding down the 4 spot. And it's Tice in at the center, filling out the middle. That's who's in the game for the Celtics.
Look at that burst of speed. Look how well Simmons used that to get to the lane he wanted to get to the rim. You're going to pay for it.
Brown inside, defended by Thibault. Tice, no good. The 76ers trail by 12. Here's Simmons. Oh, and the jam by Ben Simmons.
How can you not love Simmons? I mean, some of the dunks he pulls off are insane.
Smart against Burks. Down low. Here's Tice. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here. Trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the tunnel.
And Walker kicks to Brown. And stolen by Thibault. And now Philadelphia on the break. Simmons is running.
Well, this is where Simmons does the most damage. I mean, he's an electrifying, dynamic transition player who torches defenses.
Outside, Walker. And he could not get that one to go. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Boston making a switch here. Hayward's checked in. Joel Embiid is checked in for Philadelphia. Josh Richardson comes in for Brooks.
How about the quick feet of Walker that really come into play on his drives to the rack?
Tatum against Harris. He kicks it to Richardson.
Solid rebound there, and with a score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
And stolen by Simmons. Embiid against Tice. Here's Simmons. And the layup's good off the glass.
And that field goal percentage climbing now above 50%. They look like a different team here in the second half.
Here's Walker. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
You can't shake Walker. He's just a master at cashing in on these and-one opportunities.
That's good from Kemba Walker. Greg, as a point guard, you must have had so much fun being surrounded by so much terrific talent at UNLV.
You know, Larry Johnson, Stacey Ogden, I mean, I could go on and on. And you're right, I was blessed to play alongside these guys. They were incredible talents, finishers. And, you know, you don't always appreciate it going through that moment, but the fact that we're all still close and stay in contact, man, what an awesome experience to be a part of that team.
Chemistry must have been off the charts on that team.
It was, and we had a lot of personalities, man. It was a different era back then, but I tell you, again, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything.
Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
Tatum dishes to Hayward. And there's the defensive 3-second call. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
An electrifying scorer. Walker, he'll burn you in so many ways.
Now Simmons. Here's Richardson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And last season, Richardson battled some injuries. Took some time to adjust to playing in Philly, but eventually it all came together.
Yeah, the hard worker like Richardson to find his role. I mean, the guy is so competitive. He's as competitive as it gets. So he brings that fire on defense and always believes his next shot will fall.
Boston making a switch here. Brown's checked in. Simmons against Walker. Hayward right side. Shot clock at 6. Hayward on the wing. Boston again missing. And so Simmons will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Giving up just 8 points in the fourth quarter.
This is what a point guard should do. Simmons is so adept at noticing when the defense is overcommitted.
Walker the pass to Hayward. Again the miss by the Celtics. And it's the 76ers with the ball. They trail by 9 points. Back to Harris. Goes to the reverse layup and pops it in.
Oh, man, the awareness and the IQ of Horford looks so adept at getting the ball to his open teammates.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Right side to Walker. Embiid with it. passes to Simmons. It counts.
Demonstrating how valuable he is in the clutch. Simmons is calm, cool, and collected in these moments.
Here's Brown. So we see Boston get the win here. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
Hey, I'm Brian, and I'm here to talk about my team. Right now, Grant Hill is included in the latest Idols release. Along with Diamond, Westbrook, and Petrovic, this is truly a can't-miss pack. And don't forget, each season in my team has tons of unique reward cards.
Bustling Philadelphia. Now it's ended.
Hey, Kevin.
Thanks, DA. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Young and Herter make up the back. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. And it's Capella in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the 76ers, the tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. Now, here is Young. He dishes it to Capella. Outside Collins. Clock at 6. Back to Capella. Shoots over Embiid. And it's Capella missing. And here's Embiid. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia.
And for a long time, Atlanta had been searching for a legitimate center. Seems like they found their guy in Clint Capella.
Yes, and Clint Capella is limited offensively, but that's not his job. What Clint Capella does do, he does very well. He's a terrific rebounder, and he will have a lot of room to finish at the rim, as he does with power.
Richardson right side.
You want your bigs playing big. Rips it down in traffic.
Here's Collins, and Embiid with the block.
One of the premier shot swatters in the world. The length of Embiid makes it hard to be scored on.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on DeAndre Hunter. It's his first trip to the line.
And converted more than 4 out of every 5 free throw attempts last year, so just solid at the line.
And Embiid drops them both.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throw.
And Young, here we go. Count it, good.
With that tight handle, Trae Young can get anywhere on the court he wants to go.
Richardson outside. Pass to Embiid. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Tries it from the top of the key, and it's off the back rim. No good.
3 straight misses to begin this contest, and already starting to look frustrated.
The pass to Capella. Deflects the pass. Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
And Simmons really using his insane athleticism on that drive. A remarkable penetrator who really carves up the defense.
Now, here is Young. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
To the paint, here's Collins, and finished off by Collins.
John Collins is one of those guys, when he leaves the floor, he just keeps going up.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. It's Richardson on the wing. Rebounded by Capella.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Simmons feeling it out a bit. Richardson the pass to Embiid. Now the feed to Horford. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think's going to lead the pack there, Greg?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see, because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played, but don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have, with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way.
Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
Young with no one around. Jones kicks to Young. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And Philadelphia has possession. The 76ers trail by 4. Jones kicks to Reddish. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now here's Embiid. Scott with the ball. Jones covering. And they double up Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
And that interior presence of Embiid, guys that big shouldn't be able to move like that.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Young against Burks. And Labissiere, the bucket on the assist by Young.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And the foul called on Skal Labissiere. That is his first foul of the game. 9 seconds left to play here in the first. Burks the pass to Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
Out of bounds, it'll be 76ers ball.
You want unselfishness, but you also need to keep it under control.
Here's Robinson over Reddish. And he overshot that one, missing. And that does it for the first quarter. Hawks lead by 4. We'll get things started in the second quarter. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. Well, from what you guys are seeing from the Hawks, what are you thinking about their performance?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
They've got Robinson, Joel Embiid out there with Mike Scott. Then it's Shake Milton, and it's Burks in at the point guard. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. And Teague has it in the corner. Pass to Reddish. Good D by Embiid.
A for effort, but when there's that much resistance at the rim, better find another option.
Well, many question the selection of Reddish in the draft. Pundits thought he had red flags. But, Greg, he developed nicely over his first season in the league.
You know, Reddish caught up to the speed of the NBA, found his shot, and started to play with confidence. Sometimes it takes a little time for young guys to adjust. And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Embiid.
This is what we talk about, valuing each possession, avoiding those kinds of mistakes.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Al Horford's checked in for Joel Embiid. Harris comes in for Scott. Josh Richardson's checked in for Shake Milton. And it's Ben Simmons in for Burks. And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Collins checked in for Bruno Fernando. Hunter comes in for Reddish. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for DeAndre Bembry. And Trae Young subbed in for T. The 76ers trail by 4. Simmons dishes to Horford. Stolen.
And we've just seen them make mistakes on back-to-back trips. Both those turnovers could have been avoided.
And so here is Philadelphia. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Outside, Simmons. Baseline J on the way. Rebound by the Hawks. Here's the break. Here's Hunter. Goes up again. Robinson with the block. Out of bounds, Hawks ball as Atlanta keeps possession. Now, here is Young. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Young's got 7 points.
Stretching the floor like few can. You have to stay connected to Trey at all times.
Down low. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Dedmon. Three-pointer. Another three for Atlanta.
His second make from beyond the arc this quarter after hitting none in the first.
The 76ers trail by 10. Outside, Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
And this is how Simmons puts up points. He challenges you close at the rim more often than not, having the physical advantage.
Here's Young. Again, the Hawks good for 2.
He's given a great lift to this offense tonight. Very, very efficient.
Young against Simmons. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Korkmaz, he's jacked in for Philadelphia. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Josh Richardson. And then for Atlanta, Clint Capella, he's checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. Damian Jones comes in for Collins. And DeAndre Bembry subbed in for Kevin Huerter. Back to Thybulle. Passes it to Harris. Over Jones. But he recovers it. Pass to Korkmaz. Sets up a three. Offensive rebound. Harris kicks to Simmons. And there's the pass to Korkmaz. Shoots the three. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got 5 rebounds tonight.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
It's stolen by Jones. Pass to Young. Knocks it loose. Harris looking it over. Simmons on the wing. Banked in off the glass. Simmons got it back down to within single digits for the 76ers. Young against Simmons. Young pass to Jones. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
Even though he's an elite scoring talent, Young finds ways to involve his teammates.
Horford kicks to Thybulle. Harris against Jones. Here's Horford. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Horford's got his first bucket in this one.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Young way outside. Can't connect from long distance. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the show.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. We saw Trey Young lighting it up in the first half. He had 12 points, 2 assists. And that...
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Without question, Trey Young displaying his skills today.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
Checking out the group for Lloyd Pierce to start the second half. Huerter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. Collins is out there with Clint Capella, and it's Young in at the 1.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Well, John Collins has the potential to be a star for this team. Continues to be a powerhouse on the offensive end. He can attack from inside as well as outside.
Outside, Simmons. Richardson outside. Embiid, the pass to Horford. Plenty of space, and the jumper falls for him. Horford's got his second basket.
And Collins said so himself. He believes he'll be a max contract player when he hits free agency.
You know what, G.A.? I love the confidence from him. And you look year to year, his numbers are improving at an unbelievable rate. He just might get that max contract.
Outside, Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Throw it down, young fella. Simmons is explosive and without a doubt one of my favorite dunkers.
Back to Herter. Young inside. Simmons is there. Simmons pulls it in.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
It's Richardson on the wing. Back to Horford for 3. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Back to Herter. Over Harris. Hits the target from 18 feet. Herter's got the lead up to 13 now for the Hawks.
Oh, wow. 4 of 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
Richardson right side. To the inside. Horford. And the rejection by Collins.
Excellent feel and timing. Collins does a good job of protecting the rim.
And it goes down 2 points. Ray, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation, or one of the best. And I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys.
Yes,
they're truly great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
Here's Young. And Horford pulls it down.
Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim.
Here's Simmons. Up again. It's good on the putback.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Young left side. Feeds it to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
And how about his athleticism? For a big man, Capella is able to make plays above the rim.
And here is Horford. He's got 6. 52 seconds left in the third. Here's Harris. That shot off the mark. And Atlanta will come the other way. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. That one's rebounded by Embiid. And Embiid has got the ball here for Philadelphia. They trail by 9 points. Stolen by Collins. 23 seconds left to play in the third. And Herter gets it to go.
That's Kevin Herter's bread and butter, where he shot 42% from beyond the arc his sophomore year in college.
And then Simmons slams it in.
You can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. His confidence just soars when he slams it down like that.
Young with the ball. 15 points in the game. Hunter tips it back in. And the Hawks lead by 12.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip-in. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks up by... And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. They've got Shake Milton. Korkmaz is out there with Scott. Then there's Alec Burks. And it's Embiid in at the center position. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. And there's a foul. Will go on Shake Milton. That is his first foul of the game. Inside, here's Fernando.
And Teague knew that he would be open there. Great patience and vision from the point man.
So here's Burks. He feeds it to Embiid. It's stolen by Jones. And here's the fast break. Now Teague. From downtown. Scott pulls it in. Here's Korkmaz. Out to the right wing. Embiid dishes to Scott. Pass to Milton. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Burks, the pass to Korkmaz. 4 on the shot clock. Embiid, no good. The Hawks leading by 14. It's tipped. It's stolen by Milton. By himself, and Embiid throws it down.
And remember now, Embiid lost 20 pounds during the summer of 19. There, looking light on his feet in transition.
Here's Jones. Atlanta again missing.
It's a shot you would think he would make, but he just doesn't make it all the time.
Here's Korkmaz. Launches a 3. Atlanta with the rebound. Jones has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Reddish the pass to Bembry. To the middle. Teague kicks to Reddish. Here's Bembry. Here's Jones, and Jones slams it in.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
You know, this is one of his specialties, keeping plays alive, creating second chance opportunities.
Stripped away. Fast break, Philadelphia. Here's Milton. Off target from three-point range. The Hawks leading by 14. Here's Bembry. The dish to Teague. Jones, the pass to Teague. Six to shoot. Back to Jones.
Last season, Damian Jones getting ample chances to show what he could do. Not a huge quantity guy, but boy, he made the most of his touches.
You know, Damian Jones, he makes about 2/3 of his shots for his career. He knows what it's about, and that's finishing at the rim. A bit of an old school center in that regard. He lives at the rim on both ends.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Al Horford, he's checked in for Mike Scott. Harris comes in for Korkmaz. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Shake Milton. And Simmons subbed in for Alec Burks. Hawks have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Young drives in to the paint. Jones kicks to Young. From the high post. Jump shot is good.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way.
Thybulle, the pass to Harris. Simmons on the wing. Horford trying to free himself up. Ben Simmons gets the bucket.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Hawks.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Trae Young.
Shouldering the load for them all night offensively. He came in focused, ready to go, and he delivered.
Young from deep three-point range misses the deep three-point attempt. And so Simmons will bring it up for the 76ers. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Harris dishes to Embiid. Here's Thibault. Sinks the three-pointer.
On the heels of this run, you wonder where was this effort earlier on?
Well, the question becomes, are they playing that much better now, or has their opponent taken the rest of the night off?
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative coming into a game like this. I thought their aggressive approach was the difference.
Here's Simmons. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You see that nasty streak Embiid possesses. Part of why he's a superstar. Great motor. And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
First team foul.
And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. Here's Robinson. And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. This was a very strong showing. David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. First. A look from above the incredible City Hall. We are
Hey, Kevin.
growing together and staying healthy. Two important parts. Thanks, DA. Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. Lowry out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Ibaka in at the 5 spot. And for the 76ers, the tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid.
Yeah, Josh Richardson is just not a scorer and defender, folks. He can pass it, too.
And Lowry has it in the corner. Anunoby kicks to VanVleet. From outside the arc, a three-pointer is right on target. All teams tonight, Greg, love to push the ball up the floor, even off made shots. Following Fred VanVleet's three, Harris finds Simmons. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Harris. The three. And the 76ers get it back. Embiid, the pass to Horford. And no good.
You can see he just rushed that a little bit. Lost the focus, I think.
To the inside. The pass to Anunoby. He makes the Johnny from the left block.
And the penetrating ability of Anunoby. Confident when it comes to attacking the defense.
Harris kicks to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
And so here is Philadelphia after the Raptors pick up 2. Here's Richardson. Second shot opportunity. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
You know, they say you can't run away from the DNA, and Al Horford's dad, Tito, played a little while in the NBA as well. You can see evidence of that in Al's game.
In Toronto, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. VanVleet wide open, and it's off from three-point range. The 76ers have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game.
Oh, that was worth the price of admission.
Really can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. I mean, his confidence just rises when he slams it down like that.
The drive by Lowry, and he banks in the layup.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That's his first foul. Some changes for Toronto. Marc Gasol's checked in for Ibaka. Hollis Jefferson comes in for OG Anunoby. Davis is subbed in for Kyle Lowry. Now here's Simmons. He's looking for Horford and finds him. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Al Horford going upstairs to dominate on that power throwdown.
And now the fast break, Embiid with the ball. Richardson kicks to Simmons. Embiid trying to break loose. No good from Simmons.
And how about the defensive impact Embiid has on the floor? He's a great rim protector who can swipe an errant pass every so often.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. I mean, he's just so big. He's mammoth. I mean, he's not only tall and long, he's deep, too. He's a thick guy. So he's an excellent rim protector. Discourages inside attempts at a high rate. Clogs up the paint. That length is a huge asset. And then his foot movement, his agility for a guy of his size is pretty impressive, too.
And the call will be against Harris. That is his first foul of the game. Matisse Thybulle's checked in for Philadelphia. And Toronto also making a switch. Powell's checked in from downtown. A putback, and Gasol able to finish. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that Cameo song, Back and Forth.
Simmons feeling it out a bit. Powell with the steal. Now the Raptors moving it up. Davis has got the ball. Toronto working the ball around now. Left side Gasol. For 3, Siakam. Passes it to Gasol. And stolen by Thybulle. Simmons passes to Thybulle. Powell pulls it in.
Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
Yeah, the defender all over.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
The Raptors shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Mike Scott's checked in for Horford. Korkmaz comes in for Tobias Harris. And it's Burks in for Simmons. And the Raptors also making a change. Chris Boucher's checked in for Pascal Siakam. Now, here's Scott. Here's Korkmaz. A three-pointer, no good. Pass to Boucher. Now, here's Hollis Jefferson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Embiid.
And given how big and powerful Hollis Jefferson is, not surprising to see him utilize that strength to draw fouls inside.
Here's Korkmaz. The three. That one doesn't drop. And so the first quarter is in the books. The Raptors out in front. They lead by 5. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And we spoke with Joel Embiid earlier. He hopes to set an example for those who want to...
Being from Africa, at the end of the day.
Well said. Certainly, Greg Embiid puts himself front and center, willing to lead the cause on and off the floor.
And this is where his big personality helps. He has a larger-than-life quality that really just captivates people.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from what we've seen so far from the Raptors, guys, your thoughts?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the energy, the effort defensively. They put it all out there in that opening quarter.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Setting the floor for the Raptors. Lowry and Powell, the guards. There's Boucher out there with OG Anunoby. And it's Ibaka in at the 5. Here's Robinson, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Robinson's got his first 2 points. Pass to Lowry. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Here's Scott. Anunoby sends it back. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Anunoby. Josh Richardson's checked in for Burks. Fred VanVleet is checked in for the Raptors. Here's Richardson. Another miss by Philadelphia.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
The 76ers making a switch here. Horford's checked in. Richardson up top. Boucher defending. For the 3. Keeps it alive. And Robinson is right there. Robinson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed.
And then the nifty touch to tip it in as well.
Boucher kicks to VanVleet. And again, Toronto no up. The 76ers trail by 6. Here's Richardson. Here's Robinson. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Robinson's got 6. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1 pick or the 2nd pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not.
Challenging the bigger defender, cutting him down to size with that one.
Well, the size mismatch is no problem for this fella, guy. I mean, how much do you like seeing that aggressiveness from him?
The size, the timing of Ibaka, tailor-made.
So explosive. Oh, is that beautiful.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things in your own hands.
Yeah, he wanted credit for the basket and the assist on that one.
Here's Lowry. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Lowry's got the lead up to 10 now for Toronto. Milton with it. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Feeds it to Horford. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. There's the pass to Anunoby. Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession. Some changes for Philadelphia. Harris comes in for Mike Scott, and it's Ben Simmons in for Shake Milton. And Toronto also making a switch. Siakam is checked in for Chris Boucher. Passes it to Robinson. 1:19 left to play in the first half.
Oh, I dump you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points.
A lot of bounceability there, guys. I mean, well above the rim. That's what makes him dangerous.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Embiid comes in for Al Horford. And Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Richardson. And Embiid has got the ball here for the 76ers. They trail by 6.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Siakam finds Gasol. Toronto working the ball around now. Right wing. Siakam inside. Harris is there. Siakam misses.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Popped up there for Embiid. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And Embiid has a really high basketball IQ, superb at recognizing when to leap for the alley-oop jam.
And the rejection by Embiid.
Putting up a goose egg, bagel this period. At this point, you have to run the offense through somebody else. I mean, that's your only choice.
And here is Robinson, and there's the call on Joel Embiid. That's his 3rd foul of the game. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Raptors lead by 2.
Thank you, Kep.
Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the 3rd quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see. The first quarter for the Raptors was fairly even. At the end of one, they were able to end up with... And that does it for our halftime.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Nice game. Great performance by Glenn Robinson.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
The tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Back to Simmons. Oh, and the jam by Ben Simmons.
Simmons is driving inside. I'm telling you, he's going to sky up for the flush. Getting to the bucket in no time.
And so it looks like the Raptors will retain possession here. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
Van Vliet can't get it to go.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Stolen by Van Vliet. And now it's Lowry running. Here we go. All the way if he can.
You know, this guy just brings such heart and passion to the court. Lowry just doesn't let a little contact stop him from scoring.
Simmons passes to Harris. Here's Richardson. Inside. Horford, no luck. And stolen by Simmons. At the elbow, it's Harris. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Ibaka.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Korkmaz checked in for the 76ers. Back to Simmons. Pass to Horford. It's stolen by Lowry. Here's Van Vliet. And Embiid with the block.
Yeah, good energy and awareness that time by Embiid to deny that shot.
And Simmons slams it in.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Here's Embiid. He dishes it to Horford. Embiid. It's good on the putback. Embiid's got it all tied up now for the 76ers.
Boy, proving to be a handful once again, guys. Embiid, so tough to keep off the glass because of his agility and size. Kyle Lowry with a beautiful setup.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Here's Korkmaz. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Pass to Harris. Ibaka against Embiid. Here's Korkmaz. Sinks the triple. And the 76ers lead by 1.
You got to recognize Simmons is a pass-first guy, which is why you can't leave somebody open around him.
And the Raptors can't hang on to the ball. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Tobias Harris. And then for Toronto, Marc Gasol's checked in for Ibaka. Here's Boucher, comes in for Pascal Siakam. And it's Terrence Davis in for Fred Van Vliet. Milton the pass to Embiid. And Simmons kicks to Korkmaz. They get the rebound. Horford. Milton finds Simmons. Another miss by Philadelphia.
Frozen. Guys just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
And it's blocked by Simmons.
Well, you got to respect the athleticism and the willingness to defend that Simmons has. I mean, he's a skilled shot blocker, too.
And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Philadelphia. Burks comes in for Simmons. Then for the Raptors, Rondae Hollis-Jefferson comes in for OG Anunoby. And Norman Powell subbed in for Kyle Lowry. Burks with the steal. And now Philadelphia on the break. Thybulle, the pass to Korkmaz. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That is his first foul of the game. And Philadelphia making a change here. Richardson's checked in. Left side, Horford. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the... And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able now. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And the Raptors making a change here. Ibaka's checked in. The first one falls. So Horford gets 2. Raptors trail by 3. Down low. Here's Ibaka. It's in there. Davis with the assist.
A high percentage look there for Ibaka. He can be automatic in there when given room.
Burks kicks to Richardson. Here's the 3. Connects from three-point range. Thybulle's got the lead up to 4 now for the 76ers. Ibaka outside. Over Horford. Second chance shot. Here's Powell. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
Richardson. That one a little long.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
Tobias Harris is checked in for the 76ers.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Back to Richardson. Powell with the steal.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
Gasol kicks to Hollis Jefferson. Davis, the pass to Powell. Outside for Davis. Tipped away. This is his first free throw of the game.
And last season, 86% from the line. So he's always had that calm presence at the line no matter the situation.
Yeah, those were fine numbers he posted at the line. It was hard to find fault with anything he did from the stripe.
Embiid inside the line. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. Well, we thought the third quarter was over, but it turns out the officials are going to review the play to see if he released it. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. 76ers ahead. They're up by 2. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. So for Toronto right now, they've got Norman Powell. Baca is out there with Marc Gasol. Then it's Rondé Hollis Jefferson. And it's Davis in at the point guard. And it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here. Harris looking it over. 5 to shoot. Richardson gets a wide open look. And Embiid is right there.
Yeah, and that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it?
Definitely. You're not going to make plays like that unless you expend the energy.
The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Burks finds Thibault. Richardson outside to the inside, and there's Embiid. That's good on the assist by Richardson. Richardson's got 4 assists in the game. Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession. And Simmons, he's checked in for Burks. And then for Toronto, Fred VanVleet is checked in for Hollis Jefferson, and Kyle Lowry subbed in for Davis. Thibault kicks to Richardson. 76ers moving the ball around. Back to Thibault. The pass to Harris. Embiid against Lowry. Back to Embiid. Out to Harris. And a wide open look for Simmons. And a miss there on the triple. Raptors trail by 4. And here's the fast break. Siakam leading the way. Goes back up. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. Embiid's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Pass to Richardson. Lots of room. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Richardson's got the lead up to 6 now for the 76ers. For 3, VanVleet, an absolute bomb from 3-point range.
First 3 of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
Simmons passes to Thibault. Dishes to Harris. Pass to Thibault. Kicks it to Harris. And the foul called on Pascal Siakam. That's his first foul. And the 76ers making a change here. Horford's checked in. And Toronto also making a switch. Anunoby's checked in. Here's Richardson. And the rejection by Lowry. Shot clock at 6. Harris inside the line. Kept alive. Just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances, but came up empty. Fast break. Here come the Raptors. Siakam's running. Unable to get that one. Horford kicks to Simmons. Pass to Harris. Anunoby against Horford. The drive by Siakam. Kicks it out to Van Vliet. And Lowry has it in the corner. 1:53 left here in the fourth quarter. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
Boy, in a game this snug, you can ill afford to commit those kinds of turnovers.
The Raptors making a switch here. Ibaka's checked in. Harris passes to Richardson. Now the pass to Embiid. Harris outside. There's the triple. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Ibaka's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Shot is good, and the 76ers lead is cut to just 1 on the basket from Siakam.
Massive hoop there from Siakam. We've seen him do it in the finals. This guy showing he's made for big moments.
And it's good, 2 points.
Really like how Simmons commands the ball, especially in key moments.
Lowry against Simmons. Back to Lowry. At the elbow, it's Ibaka. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Philadelphia leading by 3. Harris passes to Simmons. Richardson kicks to Horford. Outside for Simmons. To the middle, just 5 on the clock. Anunoby with it. Picked up by Harris. Siakam. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Horford.
After a quiet first couple seasons in the league, Siakam really took off in year 3 when he helped the Raptors win their first NBA championship. Only down 2 now, but that miss might come back to haunt you. If they don't get a stop, it's back to a 2-possession game.
Here's Simmons. Yes!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Can't waste any time here.
No, you need a quick bucket and then a quick foul.
Good on the first, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. And so Van Vliet nails both of them.
He's basically automatic from the line, not the guy you want to send there now.
You can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possessions.
He feeds it to Ibaka. And the call will be against Al Horford. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. So the first one drops, and that narrows the gap to 1. That one drops. He ties it up.
You can't have any more pressure on you than he had at the line right there. Shows you what he's made up as he's able to tie it up.
The drive by Simmons. Yes!
Hey, it's clear. Simmons is a very gifted player. Somebody who is mentally strong in these situations and takes the challenge on head first.
Outside for Lowry to take the lead. So it's Philadelphia taking the W in a close one here. What a show they put. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kent. building. Ah, that's beautiful. A view of the stunt. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. And it's Tice in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Philadelphia, the tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid.
Hard to imagine a much better target on the alley-oop than Embiid. Get the lob anywhere in his vicinity, and you might wind up on a highlight reel.
The pass to Tice. The kick out to Tatum. The Celtics working the ball around now. Hayward can't hit. Here's Richardson. Terrific, talented backcourts tonight, Greg. Did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome.
Wow, hammering it in!
You can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. His confidence just soars when he slams it down like that.
Shot's good by Walker.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Fires from deep. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Walker's got 5 points so far.
How about the range from Kemba Walker? Boy, he's put in a lot of work to get better.
Richardson the pass to Embiid. Harris up top. Outside, Simmons. The 10-footer. Count that one.
Boy, 4 for 4 to get things started. Must have been a good shoot-around this morning.
Celtics have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today.
And Doris, much has been made of Brown's improvement offensively, and rightly so. But when you ask Coach Stevens about him, he always goes back to his defense.
Well, it's never a surprise for the coach that is the first and foremost thing on their mind. At 6'7" with a 7-foot wingspan, that incredible athleticism, Jaylen Brown can guard the elite wings in this league, and he holds his own and competes at a high level. It's a must-have for any championship team. Wow, how about the long arms and the timing of Jason Tatum on the alley-oop? Nice.
And it's Simmons penetrating. Another shot. Pass to Horford. Back to Simmons. Harris outside. Clock at 6. Over Tice. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
He has become a pure shooter. And from mid-range, Harris is deadly.
There's Brown with the 3. Outside Tatum. Now the dish to Walker. Hayward outside. That's tipped. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And Boston has possession. Clock is at 3. Tatum, that's for 2. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Simmons left side. We've got 1:23 left in the first. And Simmons slams it in.
And this is how Simmons puts up points. He challenges you close at the rim more often than not, having the physical advantage.
Here's Tice. Good D by Embiid.
Listen, he's a confident player, but if you're going for that kind of finish, you better finish it.
Here's Richardson. Rebound, Boston.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Tice finds Walker. Hayward on the wing. Horford against Tatum. Back to Hayward. Tatum on the wing. Passes to Tice. That shot, no good. Good work defensively by Horford. Here's the lob for Harris. And so the ball is out of bounds. Richardson touched it last.
Yeah, simply stated, you have to take care of the basketball, and they don't on that possession.
And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Scotty's checked in for Horford. Korkmaz comes in for Harris. Matisse Thybulle's checked in for Richardson. And Alec Burks subbed in for Simmons. And a new group in for the Celtics. Enes Kanter's checked in for Daniel Tice. Williams comes in for Gordon Hayward. Marcus Smart's checked in for Jaylen Brown. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Kemba Walker. Now, here's Thybulle. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. 76ers lead by 1. Live from Philadelphia. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the 76ers, what are your thoughts?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
They've got Scott. Alec Burks is out there with Matisse Thybulle. Then there's Embiid, and it's Korkmaz in at the 3 spot. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. That puts them in the lead. Williams has got the lead up to 1 now for the Celtics.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And the dunk by Embiid.
And if you want to talk about a player who embodies the power game, then Embiid's your man. You know you're going to get some strong finishes anytime he's on the court.
Thybulle kicks to Korkmaz. And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Robinson's checked in for Philadelphia. Austin also with the sub. Williams, he's checked in for Jason Tatum. And here's Burks. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Enes Kanter.
Alec Burks continuing to develop into a dependable scorer. He's got great size for a 2-guard.
Greg, you're the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters, but ultimately your teammates got to feel like you play for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
And there's a foul. It'll go on Shake Milton. That's his first foul. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Brown dishes to Kanter. Brown the pass to Kanter. Nice ball movement by Boston. 6 to shoot. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Yes, that goes in.
The efficiency of Enes Kanter is impressive. This guy's massive on the blocks and knows how to score.
Robinson kicks to Milton. Uncovered. Stolen by Kanter. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Milton finds Scott. Back to Milton. Powered down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
Go into the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Al Horford is checked in for Scott. Tobias Harris comes in for Korkmaz. And Simmons subbed in for Burks. Then for the Celtics, Daniel Tice is checked in for Enes Kanter. Gordon Hayward comes in for Marcus Smart. And Walker subbed in for Brad Wanamaker. And Hayward with the stuff.
I think Brown demonstrating he's got a great understanding of the game. He keeps his head moving, his eyes open so he can spot the open man.
And it's Simmons penetrating. And Simmons slams it in.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Oh, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever.
Hayward passes to Tice. Back to Hayward. 4 on the clock. Knocked away. And now Philadelphia on the break. Simmons passes to Horford. Now here's Milton. He's covered by Brown. Simmons on the wing. 1:11 left to play here in the second quarter. He's 4 for 6 from the field with that miss. Walker's shot is off. Philadelphia leading by 3. Horford finds Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Al Horford is such a tremendous passer as a big man. Wow, does he get work done offensively.
Right side, Williams. The shot by Hayward, wide open. Tice. It's good on the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Simmons dishes to Horford. Outside, Robinson. Fires from 18. And that one, good. And the 76ers lead by 5.
Well, it doesn't get much easier than that. Even a decent shooter is going to make that with no pressure.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. The kick out to Walker. Pass to Brown. Shot clock at 5. Williams with a clean look. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got his 4th assist in this one. Simmons on the wing. Inside. Outside, Robinson. Up in time. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. And this talented 76ers team, they are loaded in their starting. Jack, how long? Thanks for joining us, folks.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. We've seen Simmons really having a great game.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Well, one of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the floor for Boston. Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. And it's Tice in at the center position.
Oh, my goodness. Brown finishes off the drive, not simply laying it in, but a message of authority on the dunk.
Richardson outside. Back to Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
And you've got to admire the toughness that Embiid plays with. He doesn't let fouls stop him from scoring.
Williams is checked in for Daniel Tice. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like that.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But two other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. You know, two guys, when you look at those two, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become. And it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
And then Simmons slams it in.
Sensational speed by Simmons. Trucking it down the court and beating everyone.
To end the run. Walker's shot is off.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
Richardson finds Horford. Here is Harris. Richardson outside. Simmons inside. Guarded by Walker.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
And I think it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in this quarter.
Here's Williams. In the corner, Tatum with it. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Some changes for Philadelphia. Scotty's checked in for Horford. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Tobias Harris. And it's Burks in for Ben Simmons. The Celtics also changing it up. Enes Kanter's checked in for Hayward. Marcus Smart comes in for Brown. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Walker. Back to Embiid. And Kanter pulls it down. Celtics trail by 10. Here's Tatum. Oh, that's blocked. And here's the fast break. Scott leading the way. Here's Embiid off on the layup. The Celtics have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Tatum passes to Kanter. And Kanter throws it down.
I think he's getting better at understanding when to drive, how to utilize his size, and his Kanter doing work offensively.
Here's Richardson. The 76ers with another miss.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
In his career, surprising some scouts, Tatum's hit a high percentage of his threes. The difference last year, he took a whole lot more of them.
He understood, Greg, that his game needed to be more efficient. Far fewer mid-range, long-range twos. He almost doubled the number of three-point attempts from the year before, and that was by design. This guy understands success in the modern NBA, plays at the rim, and plays from three.
All alone, the big dunk at the end of the break.
Well, you have to admire how Smart is running this offense right now. He has a knack for spotting open teammates.
Richardson dishes to Scott. Thybulle kicks to Richardson. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Poke loose. Embiid with it. Out guarded by Smart. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
And read the plate perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
Got a piece of it. Shot clock at 3. And here are the 76ers now. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Make no mistake, this is a fundamentally sound player. Jason Tatum skilled at drawing contact.
Al Horford's checked in for Philadelphia. Korkmaz comes in for Burks. Boston also with the sub. Tice is checked in. The 76ers leading by 4. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Offensive rebound, Embiid. Richardson the pass to Horford. Here's Korkmaz. Now here's Thybulle. Guarded by Smart. Here's Korkmaz. Offline with his 3. Tatum drives in. Smart wide open. He fires. Boston. No good that time either. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. 76ers lead by 4. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or 2 when he needs to.
Well, having multiple playmakers on the floor makes you a much tougher team to defend.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Down low, it's Harris and Horford. Shake Milton is out there with Ben Simmons, and it's Korkmaz in at the 3. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Walker the pass to Tice. Walker against Simmons. Knocked loose. Back to Tice. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Now Simmons in the corner. It's Harris. Back to Simmons. On the wing, Harris. And the pass to Simmons. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the 76ers lead by 6.
I admire Simmons' ability inside. That's where he's an elite finisher.
Hayward finds Tice. And Tice throws it down.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Simmons passes to Korkmaz. Fires the 3. Philadelphia with a new shot clock. Milton in the corner. Pass to Korkmaz. Simmons on the wing. Here's Horford. The shot will not fall. Now the Celtics take it the other way. And Ben Simmons picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Shake Milton. Tatum, he's checked in for the Celtics. Right side to Walker. Passes it to Tice. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Ben Simmons gets the bucket.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
That's good, and the 76ers lead is cut back down to 2 points on the basket from Kemba Walker. Harris passes to Embiid. They get a hand on it, stolen by Walker. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break to take the lead. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. They've led by as much as 10. Lobbed up there for Embiid. It's hauled in by Brown.
And the timing just not there on that attempted alley-oop.
Just a missed connection, and it happens. I'm sure they will go back to it if given the opportunity. Kemba Walker loves the big moment. He never shies away. Beautifully done.
Harris, bounce pass. Embiid finds Harris. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. The offensive rebound. Pass to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Yeah, just great. Whenever Simmons takes over a possession like that, what a killer instinct.
And stolen by Horford. 3-on-3. And Harris wide open. He shoots. No good on the triple. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Trailing by 2. The coach's challenge has been issued. A game like this, out of the wire, this is what it's for.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Alden.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Brett Brown's huddle with his team. He said, this is what we play for, fellas. Let's knock them on their heels right out of the timeout. Show them how much you want it. Go get it. He really is fired up about this game.
Good on the shot.
Well, do not underestimate, because of where he's finishing, that Kemba Walker's size is going to be a problem. This guy knows how to make the necessary adjustments.
And Simmons kicks to Richardson. Here's Horford. Lays it up off the glass. Horford's got his first points of the game.
We know this about Al Horford. He's a big-time clutch performer.
Walker the pass to Tice. And Tice throws it down.
And you can feel the excitement in the building. Both of these teams pouring it on.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or two.
To take the lead to the paint. Tice kicks to Brown. On this that time, would have put him up.
Seemed like he changed his mind halfway through the layup, tried to go to something else, and flat out choked it.
They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
Kicks it out to Richardson. They get it back, and it's Horford with the extra effort. And the 76ers lead by 3.
This guy is always poised, always ready to deliver. Doesn't matter how tense the game is.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Harris outside. Simmons with it. Yes!
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
Richardson finds Horford. For 3, Harris doesn't get it to drop for him. So the 76ers win it. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges.